Hello guys. I hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. I'm doing quite well, I would say. Today's video is about curses again. So just pushed out a video about curses a couple of days ago. But this time slightly different take on it, a different perspective. So I called it, I would probably call it curse or not to curse, dealing with setbacks. So curse or not to curse might remind some of you of this famous quote, to be or not to be. Shall we die or confront the situation more directly? Or as Shakespeare put it, not exactly the words, but is it wiser to suffer and die, or to confront your opponent with all the anger that you feel? So, just recently I experienced a professional scenario where I was being interviewed by a tech company. So I was just trying to improve my situation, my professional situation a little bit. And that was an interesting company. It would have been a remote position, working from home, but of course, at the same time, although I was interested in it, I had in the back of my mind, if that works out, that's what I thought. If that works out, I'm again dealing my time for money. So, and eventually I don't want to do that. I don't want to have this type of exchange anymore in my life. So, but I had my first interview, all went well. And then they said, okay, let's just give you a little task, a technical task. It was basically a task over the weekend, was 72 hours. But as you can see, 72 hours is like kind of an extended task. It's not a small exercise that you complete in a couple of hours. So I sent it off after the weekend, and just got a rejection basically. So we are not moving forward with you anymore. So I'm fine with that. So I don't regret it, or it's not a major thing. So what I want to say, I was confronted with exactly this situation. I was thinking, okay, what do I do? I felt this rage. I felt this initial rage. I felt angry. I was absolutely angry because I was basically giving them a product, a technical product, code, so to speak, that they could use for whatever purposes they wanted to use it. And they just, it is possible that they went down this route on purpose. So take advantage of people applying, and then give them, hey, take a look at this exercise or this task and do this over the weekend, and so forth. Do this with 100 people, and then you make some money doing that, right? So I was angry about it. Not only because of the missed chance, but I was angry about it because that company it's at least a possibility that they did that on purpose. I felt this initial anger and rage, and then I waited a while, and of course that rage and that anger diminished over time. That's a natural thing, right? So I guess if it's not really personal, if it's not really a really personal thing, it is good just to let it pass and do not do anything about it. I mean, I could have spent time working out a ritual with one of the spirits I work with, and then just put in all my anger, being fully invested with all the energies that I have or that I had in that moment. And I'm sure I could have sent them a message doing that, but I decided not to do because I was already kind of not really depleted in terms of energy, but I was low in energy, kind of exhausted after completing that task. And for me in that situation, it was a wiser decision not to act on my emotion, so to speak. So that was my decision. I take a quick look at my notes, what I have here. So there's always a lesson to be learned, right? So just imagine the situations in your life where you had a chance to do something and it did not work out, but in the end you were doing something differently after that. And the setbacks, or you were doing something, you were taking a different route after a setback in your life. And that route turned out to be exactly the route that you should be on, or the path that you should be on. To me, in my situation, had I received the opportunity to work for this company full-time, remote, sitting here the whole day for 8 hours, 8 or even 9 hours maybe, doing that coding work, I don't know if I had the time and the passion and the energy to push out that many videos, you know. And as I pointed out in the beginning of this video, when interviewing with that company, I had already in the back of my mind, I had this feeling, this feeling was coming up, and that's, as I pointed out in my last videos, I was talking about the unconscious self, or the unconscious aspects of yourself. I was taking a look at that feeling that was coming up. Right? I had this sensation, this unconscious knowing. There's some noise here. It's a helicopter, I guess. I had this unconscious knowing that something was off. That there was it was probably not the path for me. Although I like working on such projects, on tech-related projects. I guess I am, in terms of my mindset, I'm more like a self-employed person. I'm very creative. Everything that is creative drives me forward. Every activity, every job activity, business activity, where I'm told, now you do this and afterwards you do that. I'm not really excited about it. And as you know, excitement, that's the thing that really connects you to who you are as a person, as a human being who is on a mission. And that was exactly it. For me, it was a reminder. So the setback was a reminder of, hey, something was speaking to me. Something was communicating with me, saying, don't you remember? Don't you remember your mission? Or you are on a mission, right? And that was it. That was it. So that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm pushing out these videos. So guys, this was even a little bit shorter than the last ones. I had really horrible video quality last time, so this time it's about 6:30 right now here in Madrid, Spain. So sufficient light, good light conditions. Yesterday it was like about 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. I had my candles on, but it was not. I'm recording with my mobile phone. I have no external lights, nothing like that. So it's all kind of improvised. Sometimes I have some notes written down. I'm looking at my notes once in a while, but not really. I wanna keep that flow, you know. So I want to keep it authentic as possible, as natural as possible. And if you take a look at my old videos, I think there's some good material I've pushed out over the years, but there is a different energy. There's a different energy as far as I can tell. So when I look at my past videos, it's a different version of the person or of the being that I am, so to speak. And I'm happy that I'm doing it this way right now. So I'm doing it differently right now. I like to do things differently. I like to change things up and see how they work. But this is the message. Setbacks are not always real setbacks. They are actually opportunities to think about circumstances. Opportunities to reconsider decisions in your life. And think about why you are here. Think about your mission, because I think everybody has a mission. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and take care, have a good one, and see you next time.